So I'm out here doing some yard work, getting some spring cleaning going. And I thought of a concept that we've used, and it's a little bit corny, but it's called the garden hose theory. And it's kind of an ancient way that old school chiropractors would explain to people why it's important to get adjusted and make sure that your nervous system is clear, all right? And the example they want to use is they talk about the garden hose. So if you see over my shoulder here, I got a garden hose, right? And if this garden hose is all tangled up and I go to pull the spigot and try to go water whatever I need to water, what's going to happen? That hose is not going to express itself to its fullest potential. So that water trying to come out and get to wherever it needs to go, it may squirt out if that knot's not too tight, but it's not going to go where I want it to go. And we've all been there. That's frustrating. You're out there doing yard work and all of a sudden the hose pressure dies down and you realize that the hose got tangled up, got knotted up, and you just can't use it. It's just not functioning properly. You got to stop, go back, untangle it. Now here's the deal. If your nervous system is not expressing itself, if those nerves are being compressed and you're subluxated and those nerve impulses, hence the water flow, is not going through and getting from point A to point B as powerful as it needs to be, whatever's on the other end is going to rot away. It's just not going to function properly. It's not getting proper communication that it needs from your nerve system. So it's kind of like if this hose is going to, I've got a beautiful garden, and let's say it's 40 feet long and it's got flowers blooming, and that hose, that water is all knotted up, and I'm only getting about 20 feet. Half of it is getting proper nerve flow and connection. What's going to happen to those other flowers in the distance that aren't getting what they're supposed to get? Now, they're not going to die right away. They're going to start showing symptoms. They're going to start welting and fading, and their color is going to start to go away, and they're going to start to whimper and get weak. And I'm going to look at them and say, man, that baby doesn't look good. What's the problem? I could either ignore it, right? I could either close my eyes to it and forget about it, or I could fix the problem. And what's the problem? Not enough sunlight. Getting enough sunlight, it's just not getting the proper nutrients, because I realize there's a kink in the hose. So if you've got a kink in your nervous system, you're subluxated, and those nerves aren't functioning 100%, wherever those nerves are going, over time, your body's going to talk to you. It's going to start to whimper. It's going to start having symptoms. It's going to start talking to you through pain and signs and things that make you go, what's the matter? So we don't want to close our eyes over it and just over-medicate it and do things unless we get to the source of the problem. And that's coming from your nervous system. Get that baby adjusted. Untangle it. Get it to express itself to its fullest potential and get that power turned on.